Alright, so this video, I was supposed to do it last week, last Friday to be exact, but I got caught up with life stuff, so here we go. Fear Street Part 1, 1994. So Fear Street Part 1 is one out of a whole trilogy that appears we're going to be getting. It's about these murders that start happening in this city or town called Shadyville or Shadyside. See, this is how barely I remember this movie. So then a group of kids decide to go on a mystery hunt and solve this mystery and see why these murders are happening. And right off the bat, as you start this movie off, you start realizing, wait a minute, this feels like Stranger Things. And weirdly enough, it's the girl from Stranger Things that works with Steve in the little ice cream parlor. And then the setting, the mall that she works at, it looks like the mall from Stranger Things 3. It looks like the Stranger Things crew, or part of them, were working on this project, and they were like, let's just use the same set, let's just change it up a bit. Then visually, I thought it looks cool, but then from the beginning, then when we get to that first murder, because that opening scene is a murder, they follow the same footsteps as Scream. I mean, even the first killer looks like Ghostface, except it's just a skull face and with the skull skeleton body. The way it's played out, how the girl is running away, and then the moment where she gets killed, it's the same exact scene as the first Scream, where they put everything in slow motion. And except in this one, they put some overly dramatic song while the guy's just stabbing her on the floor. And then in this one, she actually takes a mask off and we get to see who it is. And that's something that you're gonna do throughout the whole movie. You're gonna point out the references and you're gonna be like, wait a minute, this is Scream. Wait a minute, this is Halloween. Wait a minute, this guy looks like Jason from Friday the 13th. This movie has no originality whatsoever. It's just copycatting a lot of things from other movies. The way the scenes are shot in order to create horror or suspense is the same exact way as these other movies, as these horror icons that we know. The movie doesn't know what it wants to be. It wants to be a horror movie. It's marketed as a horror movie, but then if you go on Netflix, it says it's an LGBTQ movie and a teen drama as well. So it's trying to do a lot of these things all at once. And the way the movie wants to get you invested into the characters by putting in that teen romance. You have this girl who's going out with this other girl and you just don't care about their relationship. And they put that in there for the audience to know that there's a rivalry between these two cities, Shadyville, Shadyside, I don't know, whatever the hell this name is. So in Shadyside, all these murders are happening, and apparently it's just something that's not out of the ordinary, something that goes on a lot. Apparently a lot of crime, a lot of bad stuff happens in Shadyside. And what the movie does to even further establish that it's a rivalry between two cities, one of the girls from the main characters, the ones that have the main relationship, one of them moves to Sunnyvale, and then that creates some sort of dispute. That's what creates the breakup. And then there's a candlelight vigil from the first girl that got murdered. And then what the movie does to get us to care about this whole rivalry of two cities, both football teams that are about to play, and while the speech is going on, one of the guys says, oh, well, this isn't a tragedy. This happens all the time in Shadyside. And then this other black guy said, oh, what you say? And I find it kind of funny because Shadyside's team is wearing blue and then we have Sunnyvale wearing red. So it's like, since when are all these white towns all of a sudden Bloods and Crips? The fact that they got a black guy to speak up from Shadyside, the side that it's already like criminally infested. Yeah, well, we got to push that stereotype even further. And it's only about halfway through the movie that we actually start understanding what is going on, that we actually start getting some things going. The group of kids get together in order to start solving this mystery, and it's all expedited. There's a lot of exposition, and it comes from Fat Albert Jr. over here. He's apparently some nerd who knows all the history that ever happened in this town, and he tells everybody, hey, it's a witch that's possessing people, and that's why a lot of these murders are happening, because she just possesses people and makes people kill other people. But it takes about an hour into the movie to get that going, and then throughout the movie we just see a lot of other pointless teen drama that we care nothing about. And then in the climax, they try to use this teen drama, this relationship, in order to make it tense, in order to make it suspenseful. Like, for example, in order to get rid of this bad spirit, this witch, whatever this thing is, this one character in the movie has to die, but then has to be brought back to life. It's kind of like when people have to go to sleep in Nightmare on Elm Street in order to lure Freddy. So in this movie, it kind of does the same thing. But right before the girl has to sacrifice herself and die, well, I don't even know if it's considered dying because it's dying temporarily. You know, her girlfriend tries to motivate her by telling her, hey, you know what? If you do this after this, we're gonna go buy cheeseburgers and then we're gonna listen to the Pixies. Like, really? That's the best you got? Those are your last words in my time of death. Either it's really crappy script writing or it's just really bad marketing skills. But I'd say both. And although this movie is rated R on Netflix, I would say this movie should have been rated G because it is straight garbage. Yeah, and this is part 1. We have 2 more to go. Lord help us all. Alright, so Fear Street Part 1, 1994. If you've seen it, go ahead and let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comments below. If you like this video, go ahead and smash that like button, smash that subscribe button. And as always, thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you next time.